Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. So, rumor has it and reports have it that Canelo's next opponent could be Edgar berlanga. More than likely, Canelo is going to fight again in September, and then depending on how he feels, he may take another fight in December. This doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Now, here's the thing. Edgar berlanga has a fight. He has a fight in June, around the end of the month of June. So, basically, they're saying right after his fight in June, he's basically going to get prepared for a fight with Canelo in September. Maybe, maybe not. Because I think at the end of the day, they want to build this up. I guess they would probably want to get another fight in. They probably would do that fight in December versus September. But if they did do it in September, that would just show you where Canelo is as a fighter. And I gotta say this about Canelo. This is the honest to God truth. And I may do a separate video. Maybe it's just me. Why do I detect a hiccup coming with Canelo? And what I mean by hiccup, him possibly fighting a fight that everybody just assume he's gonna win and he ends up losing. I mean, the Bibble fight, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I always thought Bibble could beat Canelo if the fight was on the up and up. But we know Canelo has a history of questionable scoring when it comes to his fights. And that's just fact. That's just fact. Whether people want to accept it or not. So that's why a lot of people was kind of quiet. They just was going to observe. But a lot of people, I got to say, I was thinking to myself, when they first announced this fight at light heavyweight at 175, I was thinking to myself, Canelo go get beat. But I don't do prediction videos. That's just not my thing. It's not that I don't believe in my critique or something. I just don't do it. I just like to break down fights, which I'm gonna break down Haney and Lomachenko sometime this coming week. So I don't know if berlanga is going to be like immediately for Canelo after his June fight, but if they did, that's just like saying they already trying to set Edgar berlanga up. They just basically trying to make him a sacrificial lamb for Canelo. Now, as far as people thinking this fight is going to do 1.5 million pay-per-views, Edgar berlanga is relatively unknown. If you're not a boxing purist or a guy who doesn't follow the sport as much as I do, you're going to be like, Edgar who? I think people are misinterpreting even the casual fight fan, thinking that somebody just because somebody is Puerto Rican and thinking that somebody just gonna shell out like almost $90 to watch Canelo take on a relatively unknown fighter, in which we all know Canelo is gonna be a heavy favorite versus Edgar berlanga. So what makes people think that that fight is gonna do 1.5 million? Let's just be realistic. And that's the problem. People are not being realistic. I don't see that fight doing a 1.5 million or 1 million. I don't see that fight doing, I'm gonna be honest with you, quiet as kept, I don't even see that fight doing 500,000. So I don't know where they came with these numbers from. I don't know where this trajectory came from. I think it's, you know what I'm saying, I think it's word salad, and I'm just keeping it a buck. I think it's extremely overhyping and trying to oversell this fight. So I just don't see that happening. And I think that would be kind of weird for them. Basically, Edgar Berlanga, you know, gets one fight with Matchroom, he wins, and then they putting him in the ring with Canelo. And I think boxing fans are smarter than that now. But it would be funny if Edgar Berlanga goes in there and he and he beats Canelo. Then what? But I just don't think Edgar Berlanga has the experience and the skill set to beat Canelo. Not even close. So that's just my assessment of the situation. Anyway, let me know what you think. This is your boy Tail Biz. I am out.